Hello, and thank you for joining us for Season 3 of the Soul Food Initiative. This is Episode 1, and my name is Dr. Fadoua Loudiy. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Strategic Communication and Media, and today we have a special guest. So with me today is Dr. Pease-Hernandez, who is here with us to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Qué bueno. Vamos a saludar como en México. Hola.
Hola.
Mua. Mua. Pues eso es como francés. Una vez. Mexico, one time.
Una.
Mua. Okay, sí. Hello. I'm so happy to be here today. Hispanic Heritage Month started on the 15th of September and will go until October 15th, but we like to celebrate Hispanic heritage throughout the whole year. So today I am going to be making chilaquiles, and chilaquiles are originated from the time of the prehistoric times of the Aztecs, and what they did is they used the leftover tortillas that they had, which a tortilla is made out of corn, and it's rolled out like with your hands with a masa, and then they're cooked on a comal, or what would be a griddle. And then many times those are what we would know as used for tacos, okay? But when we have leftover tortillas, what we do is we cut them in triangles and then we fry them. And then we make, chilaquiles can be made with any type of salsa. So they can be made with tomato salsa. So I have the tomatoes and the jalapenos and the onions and cilantro. Or we can also have a green salsa, and I have for
the
us,
tomatillos.
Los tomatillos, right here. The tomatillos are for the green salsa, and this will also have onion and cilantro, and of course the serranos, right? So then we're gonna make the chilaquiles, and then as a side to the chilaquiles, we're gonna have frijoles, so pinto beans, and we'll smash the pinto beans and have those on the side. Today, so that we can have something a little bit different, I've also brought nopalitos, and we're gonna make a little side of nopalitos. This is cactus, and we are going to put some shredded queso fresco on top of the nopalitos with some cilantro and onions. And then we are also going to have, for dessert, we are going to have flan.
Muy bien.
Yeah. But we're also going to be using, for the chilaquiles, we're going to be using the crema mexicana, which is more of a, it's not a sour cream, it's not as thick as a sour cream, and it's a little bit heavier than the whipping cream. So the crema mexicana, which I'm so thrilled to find in this area because many times you can't find some of the ingredients.
Very good. So I think you brought some special item to share with me.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Today I brought with mandil.
Mandil.
That's what they're called, a mandil.
You know, in Arabic we say mandil too.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
So many different things that we share.
So, and you said these belong to your grandma?
Yes, they did. And look, I brought my little market bag with me.
Very
I love
cute.
It. I just bought this in Mexico. But I have one for you and one for me, and I thought it would be fun for us to wear them.
Yes.
What do you think? These
I
were
like
my,
it.
These my
All
abuelita.
right.
My abuelita wore these in the kitchen.
Well, these are very cute. I like them. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So what do we do next for this
I think
dish?
What we should do is we should start the salsas.
Okay.
Yeah, because the salsas are probably going to take a little bit longer.
So let's make the salsa.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna start with the tomato salsa. So I've already washed the tomatoes, and we're going to roast the tomatoes. So we're going to put the tomatoes at the pan, I think, is a little bit warm already.
Okay.
So you can just set those in there. You want to cut the
Sure.
stems off of the peppers.
How many do you need?
And do we want it hot?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've
Are they
already
washed?
them.
Okay.
Yep, so we can have some jalapenos, and we can actually also, why don't we add a couple of serranos in there.
So the thin ones are
so
serranos.
You can come on over here and then just cut the stems off.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a half of the onion and put that as well and roast that in the pan. So while you're doing that, then I'm going to start cutting the tortillas.
So tell me a little bit about this dish, Christine.
For my family, I remember when I was a kid and we would be making, my mom would be in the kitchen making chilaquiles, and I could smell the salsa and I could smell the tortillas being fried, and so it was something that we would have in the mornings on Saturdays, but you can also serve it as a main dish. Actually, when we would eat it on Saturdays, instead of adding chicken, we would add scrambled eggs, and so the eggs and then the salsa and cheese, and oh, it was so good.
So almost like a breakfast or brunch food.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
Okay, so let's see how we're doing over here. We don't want to put all of the tortillas in at one time because then they'll stick together. And you know what? You can, for the salsa, you can put a little bit more oil if you like.
Okay.
I think it's wonderful how our culture shares so many different foods. You know, across many cultures, we see that our spices are very similar as well.
Very true. Yeah, we
Right.
use cumin in Morocco as well. Thank you.
Oh, look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the Nor Suiza chicken bouillon.
Okay.
We'll put a couple of cubes of that in, and then we'll put some fresh cilantro in it. And then we will put a little bit of, and it's cilantro, and it's actually the stems of the cilantro have a lot of flavor, so we can use those as well. We don't have to take just the leaves of the cilantro. So we can do that, and then you have the chicken bouillon. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit of salt. And then, so I soaked the beans last night, and then this morning I simmered them for about an hour and a half with onion and with garlic and some salt. And then what we're going to do, they look absolutely delicious. They're over here.
So they're already made?
Yes, they're over here. Because it's easy to do. If you don't have any fresh beans, you can do the canned pinto beans. But I couldn't do it. I had to make the fresh frijoles. Are you gonna try it?
Sure.
They're pretty hot. Yes.
They're amazing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna put the rest
How's
of
your
this.
salsa coming on? Oh, it looks delicious.
It's done. I'm ready for the green salsa.
Ooh, okay.
So we have another batch here.
Okay.
And so what do I do with this?
Okay, so with this, we're going to...
Do we have to peel anything?
No, we don't have to peel anything. We've boiled the green tomatoes, and we've added some onions. We've boiled them, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the onions and the tomatillos, just like you did, with the tomatoes, and we're going to also add cilantro. Yes, and another cube. Yes.
Another cube.
Yes,
Okay.
and another cube. And you know what? I really love cooking. It is.
Why do you love it so much, Christine?
For me, and I think it's because I grew up in a family that loved to cook, and it was their way of showing that they cared about us. Even my husband's family in Mexico, my mother-in-law is always cooking wonderful dishes, and it's just a way of showing your family that you love them, and also. One of the things that just as a side note, I prepped the flan last night. Ooh. And I made the flan, and of course I had to taste it, right? And so it's about 1 in the morning, and I'm tasting the flan, and I thought, oh, it was so good. And I said, why is this flan so good? And then I thought, it's because I made it with love.
Aww.
It is just when you make food with love, con amor, it's
special.
It's that special spice, yes.
Start cutting the chicken because you said
yes, we should
have
it
to shred
really shredded.
Okay. All right, so let me start on that. So it's a whole rotisserie chicken and you just shred it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's always nice when you can take some shortcuts. I think when you take a shortcut with chicken, it's okay. It's not like taking a shortcut with canned beans, right?
True.
You know what? I'm not sure that these our students can eat these in Boozle. What do you think? No?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
So let me make the salsa. So what we're gonna do now, this is gonna be the sauce that goes on top of the chilaquiles.
So is it typical to put whipping cream in salsa?
Well, this is heavy whipping cream. It is not sweet, okay? It's just like this crema, but we're gonna drizzle this on top of the chilaquiles because this is a little bit thicker. Okay. This is a little thicker than heavy or the half and half, but it's not sweet. It's just like a thicker milk. So that helps us to just kind of lighten up the spiciness because sometimes if we don't add it, it's very, very, very spicy. And some people like that, but we're just to lighten it up a little bit.
Sure.
So we're gonna add a little bit of the heavy whipping cream. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take some of the corn chips, and I think with the interest of time, maybe we'll just serve the beans whole and not smash them. So we'll take some of the corn chips like this, and then we're going to take some of the shredded chicken. So if you want to put some shredded chicken there. And I have to let this warm up a little bit.
So on top, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay, and then we're going to, if you could pass me the mozzarella, I'm going to put just a little bit of mozzarella in the salsa also, because we're making the sauce that'll go on top of the chilaquiles. Okay.
So now we have the green salsa. It's done. It looks so beautiful.
Yes, and that is hot. So what we can do is we'll just add a little bit of the
cream.
Yes, just a little bit of cream, and then if you want to stir that.
Sure.
Chicken on there, and then we'll put
and when you give it back to me, I'll put the avocados to decorate.
Oh, look how pretty that looks.
Very pretty.
Okay.
So,
and then we're gonna do the green salsa over here. Okay, and then we'll do the green salsa on top. So many times this is placed in the oven also, and just let, so that it can really melt and absorb the spices. So, oh, look at that.
It looks beautiful. And you said you can put some chorizo with the beans, right?
You can. We can put a little bit of, take some
maybe
of the...
on one?
Yeah.
Can I try it?
You absolutely can try it.
It's amazing.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay, so the flan, what I did for the flan is I caramelized some sugar in a pan. Just to explain what caramelized sugar means, is like just putting white sugar in a pan and warming it up, and it turns a caramel color. So then what I did is I covered the pan in the caramel, and then it got hard. And then I put the flan is actually a stick of cream cheese. It is also 5 eggs. Vanilla, I put a little bit of almond flavoring in it as well, and
no milk?
Condensed milk, a can of condensed milk and a can of evaporated milk, and that's it. And then I put it in a bowl, in a pan with water, and then I baked it for about an hour and a half. Yeah. Okay. So
would
what
you like
we can
to cut it? And
what I would love to do is I would love to flip it.
Okay.
How this works. Okay.
The moment of truth.
The moment of truth. Yes. Okay. So we are going to take the flan and we are going to tip it over.
Bravo.
And look
Wow.
how beautiful.
That looks amazing.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look how pretty.
Wow.
That looks delicious. So let me see. What do you think?
Very good. Very good.
Can I open a flan shop?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Christine. This
You're
has been a
welcome.
wonderful hour with you, cooking all these dishes
You're
from
welcome.
your childhood and from your family.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us today, and thank you, Dr. Pease-Hernandez, for joining us in celebration of Hispanic History Month. And thank you all for watching us. Please remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.